Alright, good evening everybody, and how are we all doing on this fine weekend night? And I'm sure Dave Verdering will appreciate my choice of jumper, if nothing else. Wonder if he'll be around to notice. Time will tell. I guess. 1 second, everyone. Alright. So, it is back to the realm of puzzle solving with the sequel to the Talos Principle. And last time around, a couple of days ago, I finally made it through the first area of the game. Turns out there's 12 areas. Turns out that they're going to be very busy. There's going to be a lot of ground to cover with this game, to say the least. I don't think I'm going to get time to play Quake 2 before do it, but that's not a problem. There will be another occasion to appreciate the Leap Zerkers and other things. Yes, indeed. Holy crap, that's a big building. And that is where the bridge leads as well. Look at all the space, like all of this. You go over this bridge. And another bridge, just to get to what looks like a giant fort. Holy crap. Incredible, really. So yeah, this is the Area 1, which I did almost everything in, except the gold puzzle, which as it turns out, you cannot do the gold puzzle until you do all the lost puzzles, I think. So it seems like when I do all the areas, I'll be coming back to do the main one. And of course, all of this seems to tie very nicely within the megastructure. So each area has main puzzles which unlock the bridge puzzle. There's lost puzzles which also contribute towards that, but also contribute towards unlocking the gold puzzle door. The lost lab, which seems to just give indications of what puzzle mechanic is being introduced next. And stars, which give extra bonuses. Now, I don't actually know what the stars do at the moment. The stars, I am not sure as to their purpose, but the fires on the top left, as you can see, are used to access Prometheus's assistance for puzzles, which I assume means you either skip a puzzle or receive a big hint to the puzzle, or some assistance during it. So, yeah. And last time around, it turns out that completing all the things and crossing over to the giant structure activated a giant laser beam, which opened up one of the 3 locks at the top of the megastructure pyramid at the beginning. So all of this is basically designed to be a giant puzzle, it seems. We don't know why it's around, but we're going to find out over the course of the game.
Hey 1K, how can I help you?
What do you think the towers are for?
Maybe they're for powering up the megastructure? Or maybe they just open it, like keys. Why? No idea. But aren't they gorgeous? Just incredible feats of engineering?
Oh, I agree they're beautiful. I'm not sure how I feel about them, to be honest, though, at the moment.
We don't have to make up our minds just yet.
That's all. Alright. Yeah, that's true. We can figure out as we go along. Oh, wow. Big drop down there. Holy smokes. So that's pretty much it for now. There's a lot of exploration to do and things to take care of. So I better get on with it, aren't I? Going on to the next area. Just going to quickly see if there's anything hidden underneath. I really don't have any idea what the stars could be used for, to be honest. They could be used for anything. Time will tell. Is this the first one? Yep, it sure is. Alright, entering puzzle 1. Quantum tunneling. Okie dokie. So we have several rooms with progress over here. And we need to have 2 pressure pads. Yeah, so this is the Prometheus terminal. You have tokens. Not every trial must be overcome as its creator intended. Sacrifice one of my sparks and I will free the fire hidden in the labyrinth. Yeah, right. I don't know if I'll ever use any of those, but if I do, I'll probably try and use them for puzzles that are like stupidly difficult. So I need to ideally save them for like much later on, like not right now. Take a driller. Ooh. Alright. Well. Wow, look at that. Too bad I can't crouch though. Alright, so the hole's not big enough for us to go through, but it does allow us to, you know, do something like this, say. And obviously we can return the favor by doing that. So this was actually shown off in the Lost Labs in the first area. Oh wait, I can just straight up dump it through the hole. Ah, okay. It looks like only certain surfaces can be drilled through, by the looks of it. So this is something completely different. This is not like something that's an updated version of a previous game's mechanic. This is completely and utterly new onto itself. So it looks like the idea here will probably be to create a tunnel. And obviously jump here and ta-da! We have ourselves a solution. Nice. So yeah, only use on these walls, and wow, interesting. Oh, the thing in the middle reflects what the actual.
I can't help but notice that many of these structures are not strictly functional. There's a sense of aesthetics, of beauty here. This place might be meant to test us somehow, but perhaps there's more to it than that.
It's meant more to it than just testing us. Maybe. Who knows? So that's the introduction to these things. They drill through certain walls and you can grab them. It's definitely a giant laser beam. An unconnected one at that, which seems to be around. Oh, the one was there. I'm blind and stupid for not noticing. So it's saying that it might be more, there's a reason why these are placed as they are, other than just being testing ground type stuff. Oh. It looks like this is one of the parts where the laser thing is, Yeah, there's actually a connector there. I can't get up there though, so God knows what I'm supposed to do with it. Probably supposed to connect it up somehow so it powers on something. But as to what that actually is, well, I have no idea. And what exactly are we to be tested for anyway? I mean, this is definitely all been set up for a reason to, you know, to replica that of the simulation style in terms of creating puzzles and unlock things. But in the real world. But it must have taken a lot of time to set all this up and a lot of tech. So, was that? Let's go for a. Who knows? The whole puzzle thing is set up to have us go solve puzzles to learn something about some other human concepts. Like, that just makes me believe this was all done by the founder, Athena. Like, this was all set up by Athena, and maybe some of her friends came along in secret, or did not, and they set this all up, and they wanted to teach the new society something. Maybe, but they had to have us do puzzles for something or other. World spirit. What is it that drives historical processes? It's easy to dismiss the... Yeah, I'm getting my words out. It's easy to dismiss the idea of the great man, or the great woman for that matter, when clearly so much is determined by resource distribution, pre-existing political structures, and the randomness of the universe itself. But is there no space at all for the individual in all this? Are there not moments when, in Hegelian fashion, an individual may represent the world spirit itself? Was Napoleon history on horseback or not? Or is that itself another form of determinism? 5358. From Augustus to Napoleon, from Lincoln to Lenin, there are individuals whose actions seem to drive rather than merely be driven by history. They make bold choices, for good or ill, that transform entire societies. Or do they? We like to blame them for their failures, but are they not ultimately just the expression of a historical moment? But if they are, where is the space for human agency? It sometimes seems to me that all of human history has been that one struggle to carve out a space for free choice against the tides of history, and heroes and tyrants, pick and choose examples as you will, are both equally a reflection of that. Our greater goal, then, ought to be to extend that freedom to the maximum number of people, to become captains of our own fate, as much as that is possible in this universe. Okay. Founding 2. Hypatia's Journal. From Hypatia's Journals, Volume 1, The Finding of New Jerusalem. Day 14. Melampus and Yema went back to the dam to get more charging equipment. They've not returned yet, which means that we've stretched a little thin, since we're still posting guards at all times, but those large herbivores haven't come back yet, and at any rate, Eustace assures us that they're non-aggressive. But it's better not to take any chances, not when there's so few of us, and so many of them. Athena and Cornelius and Eustace spend most of their time drawing up plans and arguing, in a friendly manner, but arguing still. The rest of us are managing to tune them out pretty well. It's like background noise after a while. We have started construction on the first habitat. It's going to be a temporary structure for some now, but we'll all be glad to get out of the rain. Trevor. Go.
So, what are you doing here, Trevor? Why are you trying to save the world? Well, look, I think humanity is awesome. I love humanity. As a species, we're great. I mean, our track record is pretty mixed, but have you seen everyone else? I mean, what did you do today, animal? Oh, I ate some leaves, sniffed my own butt, crapped myself, and went extinct. Or, you know, I tore this other animal limb from limb, sniffed my friend's butt, crapped myself, and went extinct. They really don't do anything interesting. I mean, you don't see animals directing Big Trouble in Little China. Birds can go tweet, tweet, but it ain't exactly the White Album. I mean, they can't even make a good cheeseburger, for Christ's sakes. They have no art, no cuisine, no pleasure. Animals are nice to look at, but you wouldn't want to be one. Except maybe a cat. I could be a cat.
You found your one weakness there. The cat. Everyone wants to be a cat, apparently. Mutual aid. Alright. Seems simple enough, but something tells me it's not going to be that simple. Got a jammer. Very well. And right. But then now that I think about it, if we have the jammer, we don't really need to use the controller, do we? Okay, I was being stupid there, not figuring out that was what you were supposed to do. Okay. Can't seem to go any further at this point. That's right, we're helping each other reach home. And that's that. Not too complicated. Kind of nice when the actual puzzle name itself gives a hint. That's what you need to do, of course.
I keep thinking, why puzzles? Is it just their symbolic value because of our history? Because the thing about puzzles is they can be solved. But if this is about testing us, what are we being tested for? It can't just be about spatial reasoning.
Our curiosity? Our persistence?
You're assuming that this place follows a coherent logic. My impression is that it's full of contradictions.
Well, if it's full of contradictions, why? It's definitely... The puzzles are definitely structured in a smart way. So, you know. Make of that what you will. Quick sniff around the outside of the structure. See if there's anything intriguing out here. Well, on top of this, anything? Great mountains. Doesn't look like there's anything else among these pieces. Alright, well, next stop of the puzzle tour commences. Oh. Hold on a minute. The connector ends here. This must be the point I must have to get up to well, I assume all I have to do is get something onto that connector to power up something. That must mean whatever is needed must be accessible here, maybe? Back up. I mean, it's right there. Looks like this would be a good place to set up a connecting line to do something, but I don't even know what color it would be. You? That'll be great. Right, then. Sorry, I was supposed to eat it for some reason. Right, so... go. Okay. I thought maybe it could do multiple at the same time, but it can't. It can't, like, go through two at once. And yeah, I feel... So... Ooh, right, then. Ah, but wait a minute. No, that doesn't actually really... But wait a minute. Maybe I don't need to. I just need that one, there.
Not bad, 1K.
Thanks. Thank you, Melville. I am the puzzle-solving prodigy. More like the only one who wants to bloody do it. A private message. Oh, it's Doge. I've reweighed your responses to my friends, and they have reached certain conclusions regarding your character. Would you like to hear them? Yes, go ahead. Now, you're new, so let me fill you in. Your arrival marks the moment of New Jerusalem's maturity, and there are differences of opinion about what it ought to become. Naturally, there are people working quietly behind the scenes in a advisory capacity, trying to guide our city to prosperity. People who know things which would only scare or confuse the average citizen. I have 5 such friends who expressed to me their interest in getting to know you. Who are these people? I can't yet tell you their names, but I can tell you a little about them. The first is an engineer by trade, tends to see the world as a puzzle to be solved. The second is a scholar of some repute, thinks the big questions have answers in our code. The third is, well, it's hard to pin down. A practitioner, let's say, of the esoteric arts. Yeah, no, don't show me again, Norton. Fuck off. A bit busy. The third is, well, it's hard... Oh, sorry, I said that. The fourth is a member of the political establishment. And the fifth, well, the less I say about them, the better for everyone. So, is there someone you think would make a good match? The engineer, the scholar, the one that's hard to pin down. The establishment figure, the mysterious fifth person. I'd rather hear which is most interested in me. I'm going for that answer. I'd rather, yeah. Your answers to my questions and our observations of your behavior elsewhere have given us a massive amount of data. It's clear there's only one person that I should put you in touch with. You've shown compassion for your fellow humans and open-mindedness to the point that your brains might fall out. Your support would mean a great deal to my esoteric friend. They won't be pinned down on how New Jerusalem should grow, except to say that it shouldn't be pinned down. On that, they're absolute. Are you happy for me to put you in touch? Yes. Go ahead. Okay, I'll send you an introduction in due course. Got an achievement. Not what it seems. Get behold behind the scenes. Well, I am curious as to this. I mean, an engineer, a scholar, an esoteric arts, political establishment, and the fifth must set the better for everyone. Oh, I suppose while we are here, we can keep the connection. Let's add another one to that list. See if that does anything. I mean, now that I think... Oh, it's not the only one that could be done from there, to be fair, but I'm going to leave it up for now. I guess we can... Maybe I should follow the trail and see what it matches. You know what? That's probably a good idea. I could always change it. If it is green and it's green, great. If it's red, great. Blue, great. Might as well find out what color it's supposed to be so I can actually set it to the correct color.
So these monuments represent each of the entities. Pandora, the Sphinx, and Prometheus.
Makes sense, I guess.
For a given value of sense.
2, 4, 2478. Okay, this appears to be one of the stars. It just says 2478, nothing else. Taking a reference photo in case I want to figure this out later. Okay. So I'm just gonna follow this for the moment. We'll come back to the puzzle in a minute. The connection seems to end there. So it bounces off that, goes through here, and then... Huh. Okay. Well, perhaps it's used as part of another puzzle later on. Perhaps if you have the right color in there, it gives you an extra connector to wink onto. Must be my only thing I can think of then. It must be used for another puzzle. For sure. Sure there's quiet chat tonight. Let's see what you got to say, Alcatraz.
Everything okay?
What do you make of the Sphinx?
Whatever that being is, it told us that we stand before the fire. That can only be a warning, and I think we should take it seriously. We don't want another New Alexandria.
New Alexandria? Why am I not allowed to ask about that? Was that a previously failed city? Huh. So maybe not the first time? What number is he again? 264. Interesting. Hey, what's this? Switch. Oh! 2478. Bingo boingo. Puzzle come together. Where's number 2? So that means this. So I assume if I turn them all on, it'll activate the. I did not even notice there was switches on these things, but yeah, there they are. That's 2, that's 4. Before I go and do 4, I might just go and plonk the other 2 on. Well, that's it, just to get this little star thing. Then. Odd. Oh, hey, Byron.
Hey there, 1K.
What do you make of the Sphinx?
I don't know what she is, ontologically speaking, but those questions she asked reinforced my belief that we're being tested, or perhaps analyzed.
Thanks. That was very insightful. Still, there's not really much else we can know at this point, I suppose. 7 is over here, it looks like. That's 6. We don't want 6. 7. Always coming 7. Okay, let's not get distracted with the wasp lap. Oh. That's just one thing at a time, me. One thing at a time. I can come back to that, what I assume is the wasp lab later. Another one of these star things. Ah, that means we have to connect it with the eye. And it's green! Oh, perfect. So the color that I just did was correct. Let me guess. We're going to have to connect that to this somehow. How the fuck do we do that? Over there, maybe? So it's green. It's green. So the color I've set up on this little connector tray was right, I think. Unless I have to do it, unless it's an RGB and I have to stick onto it. But otherwise, it's very much correct. Guess time will tell on that one. Is this number 8? It is. Nice. Right, let's go claim that prize at the star. After this, the New Theology 1. From the New Theology by George Bernard Shaw. The object of the whole evolutionary process is to realize God. That is to say, instead of the old notion that creation began with a God, a personal being who, being perfect, creates something lower than himself, the aim of the new theology is to turn that process the other way and to conceive of the force behind the universe as working up through imperfection and mistake to a perfect, organized being, having the power of fulfilling its highest purposes. In a sense that there is no God as yet achieved, but there is that force at work making God, struggling through us to become an actual organized existence, enjoying what to many of us is the greatest conceivable ecstasy, the ecstasy of a brain, an intelligence, actually conscious of the whole, and with executive force capable of guiding it to a perfectly benevolent and harmonious end. That is what we are working to. So instead of having a God, we create one. Some might say that's what the AI is possibly aiming to achieve. Who knows? Niam, from Rise of the First Companions by Randolph 7777. Could be data after all. After these events, Niam decided to consult the writings of the ancients. But while philosophy and religion interested her, it was art in all its forms that came as a revelation. To her delight, she discovered that meaning was not something constructed purely out of logic or will, but that it could also be found in stories. That even when the characters and events of a story were not factual, they had a validity and weight, as if they somehow were real after all. She was astonished that such a profound experience was freely available to all humans, but concerned that too few took advantage of it. So she set out to enrich the inner lives of her fellow citizens by promoting the arts, starting with the legacy of Guiana. Failed to load profile. Niam sounds nice. I'd love to meet her one day. She must know more about New Jerusalem art history than anyone. Failed to load profile. When we do, remind me to explain how to pronounce her name. The default settings in the language libraries are wrong. Okie dokie. Leviathan. From the Introduction to Leviathan by Thomas Hobbes. Nature, the art whereby God has made and governs the world, is, by the art of man, as in many other things, so in this also imitated, that it can make an artificial animal. For seeing life is but a motion of the limbs, the beginning whereof is in some principal part within. Why may we not say that all automata, engines that move themselves by springs and wheels as a watch, have an artificial life? For what is the heart but a spring, and the nerves but so many strings, and the joints but so many wheels, giving notion to the whole body, such as was intended by the artificer? Art goes yet further, imitating that rational and most excellent work of nature, man. For by art is created that great Leviathan called a commonwealth, or state, in Latin civitas, which is but an artificial man, though of greater stature and strength than the natural, for whose protection and defence it was intended, and in which the sovereignty is an artificial soul, as giving life and motion to the whole Last week, the pacts and covenants by which the parts of this body politic were first made, set together, and united, resemble that fiat over "let us make man," pronounced by God in the creation. Failed to world profile. It's obvious that Hobbes has led Stratton and is extrapolating the Talos Principle to the level of the state, but unlike Stratton, all he wishes for at the end of the day is a powerful ruler to control this machine, to tell him what to do. Okie dokie. Are we but machines? Biological machines? For the process of evolution? Who knows? Should be nice to have someone in the chat to speak about this with occasionally, but everyone seems to be busy this evening. Anyway, need to get to that star that I've unlocked. There it is! Solve one Sphinx monument.
Every answer leads to another question. The last answer leads to the first question.
The last answer leads to the first question. I see, thanks Sphinx. So I have 3 stars now. I want to check something, actually, just in case my theory is wrong about the Golden Gate. I want to check if it's powered by... I mean, I just want to... I think it's pretty... I'm pretty sure it's the Lost Puzzles, but I just kind of want to make sure it's not stars instead. Oh, fuck, I missed it. Where is this Rome's Golden Gate? Zooks. Oh, here we go. This is the golden puzzle. Yep, it's still at 2, so stars are not connected to the golden gates. Actually kind of see inside, but it's not really showing much. So this is a golden gate that is required, has 24 dots on it, and 2 are lit. So again, I'm led to believe that if I solve all the Lost puzzles, all these golden gates will be accessible. And then what the golden gates are used for, what golden puzzles are inside, I don't know. But it's something I'm going to have to come back to at the very end. Assumably, it might unlock the final thing to access the megastructure. Perhaps the megastructure is... well... meant to be a new city for the robots or something like that? I don't know. It seems though that for the moment, the purpose of solving all these puzzles is to unlock the megastructure, at least part of it. Hang on. Thought just occurred to me. Of course. Each of these is going to have a 3 lasers, right? And it's going to open the east side of the structure. Assumably then, that means it will give access to the other 3 areas. So once you unlock that one, you go to the north, or the west, or the south. You unlock the next 3 lasers to unlock the next part. So essentially, it's 3 lasers, transport opens up inside. 3 lasers, transport. 3 lasers, transport. 3 lasers, finale. And then, gold puzzles must do something at the very, very end. So it's like this massive hook that, like, just a little later on, when you've learned everything you need to know, and assumably because these are at the very end, the puzzles must be absolutely devious as fuck, and probably involve ridiculous mastery of the game's knowledge. Like, the normal puzzles kind of teach you how to use each piece to some extent and what they can and cannot do. The Wasp puzzles seem to expand upon that, and the golden ones must test the mastery to complete the game. Oh, I'm sorry, in my rambling, I completely didn't even pay attention to what the name of the fucking puzzle was. Placement. Thank you. So it just unlocks that. So I guess we need a jammer, which is not there. Wait, it's not a jammer. How the fuck are we getting in there? Well, I want to go back to that. Oh, I'm gone. No, no, no. Oh, oh, right. So there's actually a... Oh, there is a... Oh, right. It needs a blue thing connected to that. Oh, at least it's just a symbol is turning it on. I see. Okay. Hey, wait a minute. I can jump onto this. Oh. Oh. What's that? Oh, no. Hey! And then can I go onto here? Hey! Alright. I can't go on there, obviously. But what if I was to, I don't know, go over there and over here, and then nah, not quite. Okay, that's actually selfish. Anything else? But I guess the idea is to have the can the drawer go on this thing and then I don't even need to have the thing on top of the thing. Oh. Oh. As long as it has access to the pole, good. Wow. I think that would just barely get in though. Alright, well anyway, I need to get over I need to grab other pieces. Give me that. Okay. Oink. Right ho. So, Hey, Reckless Life. How you doing? Thanks for being the first person to speak in the chat for 53 minutes. I was getting a bit worried this was going to be a silent stream. But you've just saved me from thinking of pulling the plug for tonight. How's your weekend going? I've solved a couple of the puzzles. This is the fourth one of this area. And I've already got one of the stars. You've not missed too much other than that, though. The drillers create holes in very specific walls. But hang on then, what's this cube here for then? Nah, it can't go over the wall. Can it? Surely it's not something weird like I have to... What's there? Sure it's not something weird like just... then pop this on top. Oh, yeah. That is probably it. But the thing is, these things don't stay still unless you... Ah, the block will be so you can keep it up there. Right. I'm not done yet. Shit. Shit. I think I got it though. Yeah, that one to keep the cube. Wait, hold on a bloody second. Now. think. Oh, wait. How's that gonna... Oh, no! We can't be in two places at once. Can we? No. But do we have to be, though? Oh, shit. I think we... Shit. Oh, fuck. Okay, you know what? I think I know what the, Oh, fuck, I fucked up. Damn it. There we go. Okay, keep the connections. Go. There we go. Done.
You know something that's weird about these puzzles? They're not replicas of the simulation puzzles, like the ones in the museum.
Wasn't there an artist who did an exhibition a few years ago that involved new puzzles of some kind?
That was Barzai. It was called Trials of an Imagined Past. I tried to get you to come along. You thought it would be boring.
Were they similar?
No, not at all.
Was it boring?
I thought it was interesting.
So there was an artist that did puzzle replications. Could he perhaps be one of the 5 friends that Dole just mentioned about earlier? Time will tell, I guess. Well, that's number 4 solved. Halfway there. Waiting on a prayer? Who knows? Nah, the numbers are... I was wondering if that thing in the other one was perhaps a subtle other thing you can do for the Switch, but... Nah. Don't think so. Okay. So... halfway done. Still gotta find 2 lost puzzles. Oh, there's a question mark over here, somewhere behind here, though. It looks like. Gotta sniff around that, I think. You too. A wasp puzzle. This one will be a little trickier, but it will give me access to the golden gates eventually, and thus are worth doing. Keeping connections. ITO. Got a connector. We got a driller. there's the oh, it looks like I'm gonna need to use 2 connectors to set up a thing over here. Probably one in there somehow, or that's all there is. There's just 2 connectors and a drill. Somehow get the connector in between these 2, but how? So the first problem is I had to somehow get the laser from there to hit that, using only this drill and a connector. But how exactly? Is there any possible angle where this laser will connect with that beam? No. Way around, maybe? No. It's not going to be an angle stretch. Nothing else. I can't have the drill in 2 places at once either. So it has to somehow work. But how? I can't slide it through because no, sliding it through wouldn't work either, would it? It? Nah, I can't even do it like that. But yeah. It's like, do something like that, but... Just enough of an angle. All right. Cool. Oh, but wait a minute. Oh, wait, that's not necessarily a problem, as I can just do it over here. Can't I? Yeah. Now we can take the other one out. Give me that. Oh wait, I want to do that. But I can't take the driller through at this point. Ah, shit. That's the first bit dumb, but now I gotta set it up to like this thing. I have to have something set up to here, like that. I now have to get a laser to connect to this. Could be done from across. Could be. Yeah, okay, so... Oh, wait, hang on, that one is... Okay, no. The goal now is to get the other one through. Then get this one back in. That's set up as that. All I have to do now is... I have to keep this connection open with the same... Okay. I think I got this. So you go there, right? Okay. That keeps it open. Set that one over there. Whatever. Right. Use the machine. Look you back through. Get the drawer. Get a hole. And gate. Da 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 da.
Any progress on the particle clouds, Melville? It's pretty clear they're integral to how all of this functions.
I've gathered a lot of data, but I still have a lot of numbers to crunch before I can give you an answer. And I can't guarantee that my answer won't be another question. I'm glad we don't get headaches.
Oh, you the lucky ones. So that's that wasp puzzle done. Wasp puzzle done! Yay! Visible wall maintained. Alright. Well, almost to number 5. Ah, yeah, that's still self there. As you do. So tranquil and peaceful. Trees, sunlight. It's so beautiful. So natural. Oh, what do we have here? Tank. Oh, tank. An armored war machine invented by ancient humans used to kill other humans and destroy infrastructure. Despite their crude appearance, great ingenuity went into the creation of these despicable machines. Yeah, indeed. The tonks. Tanks. Still in use today. There's a bit more out here, perhaps. Maybe somewhere. I mean, I'm quite impressed by this engine to be able to generate such a good breadth of landscape, honestly. I mean, I wonder if it's used this much in the later Serious Sam games or not. Probably is. I mean, the first Talos Principle game ran on some impressive engine at the time from what I remember. This is like, just take that and make the worlds of the game much bigger and better. I mean, there are some pop-up things, sure. You can change the view distance to wider, but I'm quite happy with it as it is, to be honest. As Maddock was gushing over in the last two parts, impressed with the lack of pixelization in the texture work. Oh my goodness, this is a bit of a stretch here. Is this one of the last ones? Oh, this is number 7. Okay. Come to that in a moment then. I'm gonna do these in order, I guess. There's no reason for me not to really. Find 5. That's where the green laser goes by. Millville. Guess you can't make it go off of there. Ah, this must be the lost. Wow, the lost lab right in front of my face. This one did not hide itself very well, did it? It didn't even try to hide itself this time. It was just there, waiting to be found. As readily as you'd like.
Looks like you found another lab.
Yep.
Wow, that's a lot bigger than I expected.
What were they doing here?
And who are they?
They're probably people like yourselves. They just taking a different direction. We've got a spinning thing. Okay. Alright, so this thing seems to turn one laser color into another. So it's a bit like the RGB converter, but it flips to the opposite. That's essentially what these Wasp labs seem to be. They just basically are like, hey, this is the next puzzle mechanic you'll deal with in the next area. Here's a preview for you. Kind of like this game's equivalent of the. It's almost like this game's equivalent of the Slayer gates from Doom Eternal. You know, here's some future demons you might have to rip and tear. Here's some future puzzle mechanics you may have to figure out. Not a bad idea, honestly. I mean, you know, just to whet people's appetite. Oh, this is the next thing. Strong ideas. The Origins of Thought, a fragment from Strand's The Origins of Thought, as quoted in a commentary by Symbocus of Cilicia. Strand. To say that material things are brought into being by ideas is to flatter ourselves, which is an error philosophers are particularly prone to, because it raises those who think above those who do. Nico Marcus. Then what is the truth that does not flatter? Stratton. That the reverse is true. Ideas are brought into being by matter, and so each man's ideas are shaped by the world that surrounds him, as clay is shaped by its mold. Those who live in mountains fear cold, those who live in deserts fear thirst. The Athenians are shaped by Athens, and the Lacedaemonians by Sparta, and likewise it is for all peoples. 12. Nicomachus. But may ideas, if we take each man to be an idea, not by deliberate action alter the shape of the mold, as you put it? Strand. To discover a method for accomplishing this is the chief purpose of philosophy, my friend. Footnote 12. The newly discovered Heracleion manuscript, likely a lost part of the Baroshi collection, contains an additional passage that differentiates between Pneuma, the individual mind or spirit described as an energy arising from matter, and using the term pneumatic, and ideas, which are produced by the Pneuma as it interacts with the material world. Failed to load profile. Philosophy is useless if it offers no way of changing things. At least Stratton tried and didn't lie to himself. But how could we change the shape of the mold? Stratton never says. Why because he didn't figure it out? Perhaps by demonstrating the fact that other shapes are possible. We can't change it all ourselves, but perhaps we could, like Alexander Drennan, create the conditions for change. More trials. Reversion to previous settings fixes malfunction, but what was the error? It tends to be a fix for some things in life, doesn't it? Just go back to how it was before. Cooling system improved. Significant improvement to disassembly. New lab space carved out. Easy to destroy, harder to create. So easy to optimize only one aspect. Improvements to insufficient energy. There you go. More. Whoa, whoa. Oh. Oh. What? Heck?
The world is a wonderful place. Every day we take another step forward. Every day we come closer to the truth. The closer we get, the more I can see the beauty of the universe, the intricate perfection of its mechanisms. I am a machine, and the universe is a machine. Every part of me serves a purpose, or I could not be myself. I could not be Miranda, because that specific person could not exist without those specific parts and their specific functions. In the same way, every part of the universe serves a purpose. I think that is what we were meant to discover here.
Oh. Was that like a flash? What on earth was a data stream overload? Oh god, that's something I wasn't expecting to summon.
1K. You just connected to an extremely powerful data stream. Are you all right?
I think I had a vision.
Yes, you were streaming. We all saw something. You're lucky it didn't fry your motherboard. Please, everyone, let's be careful with these terminals from now on.
Yes, let's all try not to die. More importantly, who the hell is Miranda?
There's no one by that name in New Jerusalem. I just searched the database.
I don't know. Your guess is as good as mine.
I think it's a new person. Someone we've never heard of before. Someone born outside the city. Maybe I'm wrong. We have to find out more.
But where did they come from? And how many people does it take to build something this huge?
Like I said, we need to find out more.
Well, you'll be happy to hear that I'm about to fix another part of the transport system. Thanks for the files, 1K. I hope they didn't fry your brain.
And here we did. Jeez. So I guess that's like information overload for these robot guys. Who the hell is Miranda? Is that like a dream? I mean, I know we have dreams of Elohim into our system, but who was Miranda, I wonder? Well, I can look forward to that in Area 3. Fascinating. Nice. Miranda is one of the girls in Sex and the City. Hello, Depop. Not seen you around for a bit. How you doing? Hope you like puzzle games. Untitled. Saint Edward identified the tetromino with the tetragrammation and the Greek word for God, because to him the mathematical properties of the tetromino reflected God's ability to reshape the world without breaking its laws, and made for a great puzzle game in the 1980s. Elohim, in his desire to impose meaning on the simulation, which was his primary function as storyteller, after all, took Edward's his heretical ideas and integrated them as the sigils of his name. But despite all these layers of obfuscation, there is some kind of truth hidden in all this. The world really is, in a sense, made of wow. I think they need to do some more spell checking in this game. That's a second error I've seen in this area tonight. Made up of, unless of course these are meant to be deliberate, mind you, made of up-minute parts that can be combined and recombined without breaking the underlying laws. Everything that exists is made of the same fundamental materials, and those materials are brought into existence by the same fundamental functions of reality. And yet, the miracle of existence is that we are not all one, but are in fact radically different and separate. Or are we? Because some people and philosophies and religions argue that actually we are all connected and all one and we're all just different consciousness, or as Bill Hicks once put it, we are all just one consciousness experiencing itself subjectively. I almost grilled your GPU. My memory cooler went off in the game, so I checked the GPU into 95 and I started quickly. Yeah, this game does seem to be a bit of a powerhouse. Luckily, I turned off the unlimited frame rate, but the title screen is always so laggy. It's a bit weird, but it's certainly a very impressive looking game for all its tech. It's been quite fun so far as well. It's basically an expansion of the first game, where asking interesting questions, a puzzle game with a philosophy lesson behind it. But no, arguably we may all be one big consciousness, in Buddhism and stuff like that, like Alan Watts and stuff. He argues that we are all just the same, we are the thing that holds the sun, we are everything, I am you. You are me. I am both Depop and Reckless Life and John Suitepee and John Romero all at the same time, apparently. Funny thing is, I had minimum requirements of like a GeoForce 560, so I wonder why my 980 had problems. Beats me, Depop. Have you tried turning the... I don't know if you... Well, I want to read this other note. Give me a second, please. One thing I had to do immediately was I had to put the frame rate limit onto 60 because it sets you unlimited by default. I don't know if that will help you or not, if you want to give it another try. Anyway, back to the bomb here. Yeah, I could be John GP, John Romero, and John Cena all at the same time. Obviously we have different perspectives, but it's the idea that, we're all basically a just... It's a little bit, it makes the headaches come when you think about that kind of stuff. It's kind of like they say when we think about, if you start thinking about the purpose of your existence, how you came to be, what you are, swarm intelligence. Yeah. It's kind of like they say, like what Alan Watts also says and stuff, like, if we start thinking about how we came to be instead of just going along with the program, like, why am I in this body? Why do I have not control of all my subconscious parts? Why do I do certain things, and why do I think of other things happen automatically? What is the purpose of my existence? What is death like, etc.? And it starts to hurt a bit, because you're thinking a bit, like, beyond the programming, as it were, and you're certainly thinking about things that you can't quite grasp. I imagine that's probably why it's so hard to do these kind of conversations, because it's like you can think about so much stuff, but if you really sort of deep into it and introspect, it gets painfully awkward. By design, I imagine. New Alexandria. This is what they mentioned a bit ago, saying we don't want another New Alexandria. From the Book of Reminiscence and Regret by Eusebius II. In the early days of our people, a great deal of responsibility fell on my shoulders. There were few of us then, and though we are stronger and hardier than any human, we are not invincible. The world was an overgrown ruin and our resources extremely limited. It was a harsh time, but I felt passionate about the work, fired up by the many sacrifices of the boarders here, from the Ian team to the people of Johanna, whose code was part of my... Damn it! I never fucking saw the ending of that DLC. Fuck, I'm missing something. Ugh, whatever. Bit by bit, New Jerusalem grew. We had to adapt some of the plans Dren's team had left behind. I don't think they had expected the simulation to take as long as it did. But it was all working. That's when I made a terrible mistake. Thinking it was a way of safeguarding against disaster, I proposed the creation of a second settlement, New Alexandria. As the location was far from the dam that powers New Jerusalem, I intended to build a thermal power station that would take advantage of the local gas reservoir. However, I foolishly used geologic data from the archive, failing to account for the amount of time that elapsed. 5 years later, this error led to an accident that leveled the settlement and killed 31 of my fellow citizens. Of all my many regrets... Oh. So they tried a thermal power station, it blew up. And I guess that what deterred them from building another city again? You know, expansion. So they just settled for New Jerusalem only. Maybe the lesson is that you can expand to a second city. That's what this megastructure is, in a sense. Potentially. The expansion is okay, but as long as you maintain safe limits, you can expand a bit. You don't have to stick to 1,000 people. I don't know. Failed to low profile. Eusebius never forgave himself for this mistake. He drifted away, isolating himself from everyone in New Jerusalem. But was it really his fault? Yes, he made a mistake, but why was the entire weight of the new Alexandria colony placed on his shoulders? A simple process of review and discussion could have prevented the entire disaster. Does that mean New Jerusalem as a whole is at fault? He did his best, I feel sorry for him. But the dead remain dead, and that has to be faced. Yeah, I guess. Again, they want to stick to the code, the laws, you know. Don't overcommit, be very one in nature. Only use what you need to, the most. The ethics of extinction. If a species we consider beautiful and remarkable goes extinct, we consider that a great evil. Dolphins, for example. If dolphins go extinct, that's a great loss. If humanity causes dolphins to go extinct, that's a crime. But if Yersinia pestis, the bacterium that causes bubonic plague, goes extinct, is that an equally great loss? If not, why not? To nature, there's no difference. It's all just life forms. The only moral framework that allows us to choose between dolphins and the plague is a human one. What about a species going extinct without anthropogenic factors? Extinction is the norm. If one day dolphins are no longer capable of competing with other species, should we let them go extinct? When the sun finally dies and all life goes extinct, will that be a tragedy? If we can prevent it, should we? If you believe that extinction is acceptable when nature does it, but not when we do it, then you don't actually oppose extinction. You don't believe that dolphins are inherently valuable, that they deserve to live and thrive. You just oppose human control. You oppose our ability and responsibility to choose. Does this still have the white guiding puzzles of the first one, or is it different? If you're talking about the lasers and whites, it still has that, but they don't. The thing is, they don't use all the same mechanics from the first. I'm only in the second area of 12 at the moment. So, the start of the game basically sort of goes through puzzles of the past. Like, you get reacquainted to how the puzzles of the first game worked a bit. But then the areas have introduced new concepts. Like, for example, it's not just lasers and lights. It's like a laser that requires 2 different colors to create a third color. The RGB converters that was introduced in the first area. In the second area, we've been introduced to drillers, which make holes in walls, only certain walls. And they still have connectors and lasers and blocks. But slowly, we're being introduced to new elements of puzzles. So the thing is, though, is that you just oppose human control, you oppose our ability to choose. Yeah, the problem is, what if we are fucking irresponsible and we choose really shitty? I mean, I see the point, you know, extinction might happen, things are going to happen anyway, but we still have to be like, okay, can we not extinct ourselves? You know? I think because otherwise you'd say, well, we're natural, nature's going to let us just, you know, climate change is going to happen, fuck it, we'll disappear off the face of the planet. Our track record in terms of responsibility is piss poor, let's be honest. Oh wow. Looks like social media is going wild over Miranda. I guess then they saw it then. That's the scary thing, right? We had this data overload, we had this vision, and then everyone saw it. Imagine if we could do that as humans. Imagine if I had a dream and we could just, like, see the dream that I had. And we could put it on a videotape or something. That's like a concept that analog horror sort of toyed with. The idea of being able to visualize dreams a bit. Anyway, sorry. For anyone who missed it, Byron's expedition has recovered evidence of the existence of another person. Someone not from New Jerusalem. Who could this be? What does this mean? Maybe there's another city out there. Who says there is only one simulation? Maybe there are thousands of people we've never met. Oh god, this is starting to get into the conversation of like, are there other planets? Are there other simulations? Are there other programs? It sounded like to me though, from the sounds of the first game and what we got from the archive, that there was only time for humanity to build one prototype of the program. Unless of course someone took that and made their own. I mean, it's entirely possible someone created a replica to create more people in secret. But I would not think that humans, if they've all been wiped out, had time to set up two fucking things. But who knows, maybe they had a backup option. If you're into that dream concept, you should watch the movie Waking Life. It's marvelous. Waking Life. You got me able to win. Let's have a look at that. Waking Life movie. A 2001 film written and directed by Richard Linklater. Oh, wow. This sounds pretty good, actually. The film explores a wide range of philosophical issues, including the nature of reality, dreams and lucid dreams, consciousness, the meaning of life, free will, and existentialism. It is centered on a young man who wanders through a succession of dreamlike realities wherein he encounters a series of people who engage in insightful philosophical discussions. Oh man, that sounds pretty good actually. I'm gonna put that on my bookmark bar and take a look at that later, perhaps. Thanks, Depop. Sounds like an interesting idea for a film, honestly. Sorry. Anyway, back to the story. I really hope so. There is only one founder. I hate to agree with Thecla, but all the historical evidence we have points to that conclusion. There were some other attempts, but as far as we know, they all went wrong or failed. There's more than that. There's more that we don't know than there is that we know. That sentence is going to make my brain crash. Why do we think Miranda is from Earth? There's no evidence to support that idea. I'd like to hear more about these other attempts to save humanity. I would fucking like to know. Some people afflicted with the Institute for Applied Pneumatics tried to set up a secondary site at another dam, but after about a century the dam collapsed and took whatever was happening inside that system with it. Ah, so they did try, but they failed, I guess. There was also a similar attempt by another organization, but without the test of free will that Alexander Drennan devised. According to Liv Fraser, it never produced a viable mind before it ran out of power. Could there still be others out there? Theoretically, yes, but even our dam would have collapsed without extensive repairs, and even a nuclear power plant would have run out of fuel by now. Interesting. Oh wow, here we go. This is the next area that we've unlocked, Area 3. Which is an eastern wetlands, a region of low hills interspersed with small bodies of water overshadowed by a gargantuan star-like construct. I like how it actually obscures the picture as well until you go there, like a little data block. That's kind of cool. Anyway, as before, it has aid 2, 1, 1, and 2. Nothing different from the others. Nice. Fascinating. Yeah, it sounds like a good film. It's nice to watch films and make you think about things, you know. That's kind of what I liked about the first game. I mean, I was just told about the first game when I played it about 6 or 7 years ago. I know a lot of people loved it at the time, you know. It's a nice puzzle game and it has some deep philosophical discussions, or something like that. I don't think I even knew about that. I think I was just told it was a good puzzle game. It makes you think about stuff. So I started playing it, it's like, oh, this seems okay. And then it started raising those fascinating, you know, discussion questions, and I was on board from then on. This game seems to be doing the similar thing. Anyway, that's the Lost Lab discovered. So there's still one more lost puzzle to find somewhere. But I also need to go find 5. And I still need to get this laser set up to the other monument. Apart from the GPU thing, I quite enjoyed the first game too. Yeah, the first game was really good. I really enjoyed it. I mean, I don't usually play puzzle games too much, and although I had a lot of headaches, I really loved how just everything about the first game was really good. Duet. Okie dokie. Could I not have trimmed this tree a bit? just saying. I could have trimmed the tree a little bit there, I think. I feel kind of bad I never actually finished the Gehenna DLC. I paid like about £9 or £10 for that shit, and I gave up after an hour. I'm starting to feel like I've missed a pretty significant story beat because of that. But to be fair, by the time I got around to that, I was really exhausted with the puzzles. And the puzzles in Gehenna are significantly harder. But maybe I should have just given it a break and come back to it. I pretty sure we played it straight after beating the main game. And I'm starting to wonder if that was a mistake. Right, so we got a jammer behind a wall. You know what, we could... If we can get the fucking driller, we'll just press the switch without needing anything. Ah, fuck me, bro. Whoa! Oh. This is where the ladder comes into play. Over the wall and far away. I can walk through this, but I cannot walk through that. So that does not actually solve anything. And assumably we're gonna have to we have to probably jam this force field. Damn it. I need to get this one out. Fuck. Oh wow, it can't actually jam through the force fields either. Fuck me. Whee. Yeah, I can't change what I'm doing in the air once I've done it. Shit. Oh, I know. Ah, there we go. Aha. No, that didn't fucking... Oh, no, I can't do it like that either. This stupid fuck. Damn it. Damn it all to hell. Okay, that's not the solution either. Yeah, it might be this. It might end up being the solution once we can get it all set up, but not right now. Shit, I need to get these out, or one of them out. But get that one out or whatever. Fuck. That's not the solution. Not yet, anyway. There's the solution eventually, but not right now. Why is it not? Wait, why did it turn off? Oh, did I accidentally press the button? Oops. Yeah, I did. I accidentally turned it off. Alright. Damn it, damn it, damn it, damn it! There we go. At last. Hooray! Now I have 2 of them. Awesome. Right, so I believe the solution now is... yeah, chuck a hole there to create a gap. Use the second one to create the hole there. You chuck the jammer through. Go back. Do that. Great! Is that what problem, genius? I have no way of getting inside the fucking thing now. Oh wait. No, it still works. It still works. I just have to do it from there. And this is where it all falls apart. Yay, I can get through, but now I can't use the drill on the wall. Well, son of a bitch. I guess we have an additional problem. This stupid fucking fence blocks me from using it there. It all works except for that. That definitely is how you get the gate down. But I also need to be able to actually access this. But... oh, you've got to be shitting me. Okay. This is the right solution, but we need the other one to come through as well. So we pop this back here. Go back over. Zippity-doo-dah. And we need the jammer to be in place. There, need to go back over yet again. Set the jammer up to the thing on the wall, use the ladder, climb back over, go over the thing, take the thing through, use that as another way of getting through, slip that through here, that's the switch, go back around, put that there, take that there, put that on there, set up the thing, go back to the other area, use it to set up a different wall, don't need that anymore, go back into that. Use it to build the thing there, to put the other one through, which is... wait. No, this is fine. We don't need the other one after it's done. It just has to go through there like that, back over the wall, go up the ladder, go around. Put the thing there, get it ready, go back to the thing. Don't need that anymore. Use that to get that. Use that to dock that. Run on through. Give me my goddamn progress. Solve the puzzle.
I've managed to extract an audio file from 1K's data stream incident. It's hard to be sure, because it's just a fragment, but I think it's some kind of log or diary.
We finished a new lab today. Some processes are still harder than others, but energy output was up 2,000%. It's incredible how each leap forward enables another. The next iteration of the machine will...
So as we suspected, someone was experimenting here, but experimenting on what? What was this machine they were building?
Maybe it's whatever powers the megastructure.
Ooh. So... yeah, and that's the thing about this game. Like, the puzzles make your head hurt, but you feel like a fucking genius the moment you figure one out. Like, you go, aha! And then you're like, yeah. Ain't you the clever one? He's a clever boy. He's a clever boy. I still do not know what this is gonna... I know what this has to connect to. It has to connect to that. Oh, there it is. Right. But here's the problem. Right? There is not... That has to connect to the statue. It's the right color, so at least that's eliminated. At least I've done that. Ooga booga, I'm clever. Yeah, exactly, right? But now I need to find a way of getting it to there. It's not going to be straightforward. So I can only assume that maybe in this puzzle over here... Now let me think. Yeah, the angle is just right. There's an angle to it there. Let me back up a bit. What number is... Oh, this is 8. Wait, just pop in here for a minute. Have a look. See some. Alright, I'll just have a look at the... Yeah, there's an angle. There is an angle that works. You got the statue over there, and yeah. So all we'd have to do is get the green to show up. But of bloody course, that requires an RGB converter. Does this place have one of those in the puzzle? Somewhere. Is there an RGB convert? Oh. Oh no, there's no RGB converter. This is green and blue. Shit. No, there's not one in there. Not one here, not one there. All this place has is a connector and a driller. Fuck! I thought this puzzle would have like a green RGB converter and you just use that to fucking... But then how are you supposed to do it? Like, it has the angle. There must be something else then. There has to be something else. Okay, well, we'll come back to that, but that's not the solution, clearly. Clearly, I need to find something else, then. Maybe there's some other element I'm missing. I mean, if the color's correct, I can't change the color and all the alignment because they're on these far-off things. So it's nothing to do with that. Damn. Let's go to puzzle 6. I still gotta find. I know where the other lost. I know where the other lost puzzle is at least. So that's something. Passage. So we have. Yeah, the thing is. It's just a simple thing of. Wait, what is that? Ah, right, that powers on the fan, of course. Right. Time to experiment with verticality. Whee! Bonk. Okay. Oh, hey, there's a jam up there. But wait, what's that supposed to do? How is that going to help me get to the... Oh, I'm supposed to get the thing to drop down for, am I? Could it be blonked through? I mean, there's the jammer. But of course. We can use this to power the other thing, can't we? Can't turn that off. I don't get it though. What exactly am I supposed to do with this one either? I don't understand what I'm supposed to even do for this. There's no walls here I can interact with. The fence blocks that. The fence blocks that, so I can't even do anything there anyway if I wanted to. What exactly am I meant to be doing with these drillers? Like, the jammer that I need is there. How the fuck do I even get to the jammer? Do I have to point it up at the ceiling twice? Do I have to get the... Is the aim just to get the drillers out of these holes? The only thing I could... Yeah, it's the same thing. So I guess the idea is to have the drillers here so you can... Oh, I'm so fucking stupid. You fucking dumbass. What do you think I'm supposed to do? I'm supposed to do this. This is how you get out. 1. I am so dumb. Wait, shush. Whee! Oh, you're fucking kidding me. Wait, but... No, it's alright. I'm overcomplicating this. All I had to do is just put one of these back on the thing, and we're done. Except, no, I need the other one as well. There we go. Got it. I kind of miss the old sounds for puzzle completion, but this is fine too, I guess. I miss the old... This is fine too, I suppose. The Progenitor Portrait Series. Oh wow. Is that meant to be... Oh, it's meant to be Alexandria Drennan. Hi everyone, this is the latest in my portrait series. I have always had a deep respect for the progenitor, Alexandria Drennan. She didn't just create the founder and save humanity, she also tried to instill us with a sense of beauty and wonder. It was good to be human, Alexandria Drennan. As usual, please keep in mind that we should focus on engagement with the work. Don't ask yourself whether it's good or bad, but how it makes you feel. Beautiful work, Rodam. Gives me a bittersweet, wistful feeling. She must have been a great person. Jefferson. To me, it really captures her bravery in the face of what the cosmos had thrown at her. Thekla. It's well done, but I'm not sure it's appropriate for us to depict the progenitor in this way. We shouldn't forget other people contributed too. It's important to remember she was a real person. You're right, 1K, but that's part of why I'm doing a whole series of portraits. The progenitor herself said that many people sacrificed a lot so the founder could be born. I want to remind us of all of them. Although we don't have photos of some of them, so I'm not sure what I'll do in those cases. We'll see. Fair enough. So we're now creating art of the well, I guess I've been doing it for a while. We're creating art of the progenitor. Yeah. Ooh, another terminal. It's free in this area. Diff Rasa 02. Which is not going over 200% this time.
While exploring the forest, I came across a site of primal force. A beautiful stag, standing on a hill silhouetted against the setting sun. It appeared like a messenger from some divine natural power, perhaps from Gaia herself. Even to a being such as myself, less susceptible to manipulation by instincts and hormones, it was clearly a moment of revelation. In such moments, we are told to avert our eyes. But what if we do not? What will we discover if we look more closely? If we could speak to the stag, what wisdom would it have to offer? The answer is none. The stag is an animal of overwhelming stupidity, driven only by fear, hunger, and lust. There is no abyss for us to plunge into behind this revelation. Rather, the revelation is as flat and unreal as the plywood walls of a film set.
Okay, thanks. New interface content available. Oh. Oh. Read 10 social media entries. The achievement's called Touch Grass. Ha ha ha. Guter, 972. So 1K found a recording of Lithraser, and one odd recording too. I know he's one of the first companions, but I don't actually know that much else about him. Don't think I've ever seen him around either. Can someone explain? Neam, 11. Lithraser always had an unusual perspective, even in the very beginning. He travelled a lot, sometimes leaving for years. He built a kind of mobile recharging station so he didn't need to come back to the city as often, although it was quite risky as the solar panels had a tendency to break rather quickly. But he had no problem taking risks if he felt they were necessary, and exploration was necessary to him. Lithraser would record his thoughts as he explored and then publish them when he returned. Over the centuries he accumulated a group of admirers, or disciples if you prefer. In the period of crisis surrounding Athena's disappearance, they left the city, headed into the unknown, and we haven't heard from them since. Is the recording one of those? I found one of those he published back in the day. No, not as far as I could tell. Perhaps it's something he decided to shelve, or something he only shared with close friends like Athena. Thank you, that was informative. Yes, very. This guy's obviously not a fan of stags. Perhaps not. Yeah, so to try and bring you up to speed a little bit, Athena is the person who came out of the program at the end of the first Talos Principle, that being us. So we were Athena, a female robot. And then there were the 12 founders, the other ones that came out first. That's why all the robots have got numbers. It's the order they were created in, sort of thing. And the 12 founders, and then Athena has disappeared a while ago. She was in charge of things, then she just fucked off. We don't know where she is. And all this stuff just started happening. So yeah, and we are the 1000th robot to mark completion day of New Jerusalem, which is a big city where it's going to have a dome, but it's not finished yet. And And this is like a mysterious energy spike drove us here. A projection of Prometheus. And then here we are trying to figure out what's going on. And apparently quite a bit. Eye of the needle. Needle of the eye. Hey ho, hey ho, hey ho. Nothing in there. Connector here. Oh. And like. Well, there's a cube and there's also a jammer. The jammer, it seems, isn't going to be coming out, but maybe it can be used for somehow. And then around here, oh god, okay, looks like we're going to need quite a few things. Right. Well, we can't do any more than that in here. So we got a connector, we got a cube, and we got ourselves a block. There's the jammer. How the fuck do we even get to that? There's no way I can even get to it. There's no ladder. But it implies you can somehow get in. We can't even connect to that switch. There. Well, all we gotta do now is, I mean, we could connect this directly. The only problem is that the jammer would eliminate that problem. So how do we get to the jammer? The jammer basically takes care of the final part of this puzzle. But how the fuck do we even get into the room? There's metal fences on both sides. Going from above isn't possible because there's a purple. How the hell do we get to that? I have no idea. Why, there's a hole in there, sure, but how the fuck do I even get that through? And yet there has to be a way, right? What the fuck? What? Get involved somehow? Okay, well I can get over the wall with the block. I guess that solves that. But I can't do anything. I can't take it out. The jammer can only be effectively used if a drill is stuck on it. And therefore, it could only really be used to disengage nothing, I think. It could reach through the wall and I don't Could it reach the force field for the hole? It looks like it could. Ah! Well, that's it then. As long as it keeps line of sight, of course. Yeah. As long as it keeps line of sight. That essentially solves the problem. Right. Well, that's it then. All I gotta do now is just... Sorry. I've solved the puzzle. I just need to get the block back. Done.
Congratulations, 1K. That was a hard one.
Thanks. You guys could fucking do some puzzles if you want. Feel free. Oh no, gotta take notes. I'm the puzzle solving one here. I do all the puzzles. Alright, well that's just... I can now enter the tower, but I'm not done yet. I'm not going until I've solved all the puzzles. I still don't know how you're supposed to get this onto there. Do you suppose there's some like ridiculously stupidly complicated way we bounce it around different puzzles to form a very, very long loop to get back to this one? I mean, it just seems as simple as it should be in there and it should somehow connect to that. That's also what number 8 is, so I might as well go down there while I'm at it. Log. This is Seesaw. Yeah, I just don't... Wait a minute. Wait a minute. I might just be completely fucking stupid. I don't need to use an RGB converter. I just need to do this. Oh my god, I'm a fucking moron. I don't need an RGB converter. I just need to do that. Oh, I'm so dense. Why did I overthink that? I literally had a connector. I was thinking RGB converter. My brain decided to just completely neglect the fact a connector is more than 2.
The hunter does not hunt because he is hungry. He hunts because he revels in death.
Right. Okay, Pandora. Okay, well that's both stars acquired. For whatever they're used for. Maybe they use another form of currency for something else. Right, well. I'm an idiot. Connector. I can't clearly connect these. I need an RGB converter. Why did I do that? Why I did that because no one was in the chat to tell me that it was fine to use a connector. And I was too stupid to not notice. Ugh. Anyway. On to this puzzle. Yeah, the stars are done. So all I need to do is this one and a lost one, and then I'm done with area 2. Good progress this evening. Right. I need blue and red. So I'm mostly going to need to get the red one first. Seems simple enough. Drill me a hole through the wall. Give me a red laser ball. One get into the machine. To give me the other one. Yay! Yay! Oh, this is so easy. All I have to do now is fucking figure out how the hell I'm gonna do this. Wait, hang on. I don't even need that one for this. I don't need that either. No. I literally just need to do the blue one. I just go derp, 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 derp. For now, anyway. And I see the problem. The problem is that the lasers can now overlap each other. So how the fuck am I going to be able to do that? Yeah. Okay. I was about to arrogantly say, wow, this is not really much of a puzzle, but then I realized that it is. Reflection of the laser light. So cool looking. So I need to find a way to get the blue laser to go there and the red laser to still go there while not overlapping each other. How? Though. How can we bend them around each other? There must be a way of doing it. Clearly. I mean, we could minimize that by doing this, I guess. But that doesn't really change anything. They're opposite ends to each other. They have to overlap. There's no two ways about it. These fuckers have to overlap each other. And here's where we have our problem. There is no way around it. Unless... Oh, yeah, never mind. I have no idea what we're supposed to do. I'm obviously gonna have to set up something very weird here. How can we get these lasers to bend around each other? There's no way to get around the fact I need to have both a red and a blue. There's no jamming, no drill holes, no alternate things I can do. There's not an RGB converter, and it's not like I can have both on or off. One of them has to power on the blue, one of them has to power on the red. But they have to somehow avoid each other while they're doing that, and the driller somehow is involved with making that possible. But I don't know how. At all. I really don't. There are no extra walls inside this structure that can be interacted with. There is telling me a ladder here, but I don't think that helps unless you're telling me that I have to. No, hold on. Do you say that? No, because you couldn't. Because you'd have to use the thing to... Because you'd have to be able to use it to do two different things. You can't, but you can't do that. What's going on with that glitchy texture? I thought this was the real world. idea of the texture overlay is going bonkers. It's all a simulation, guys. Call it off. Nah, you couldn't do that either. That's the same problem. The exact... No, no, it doesn't matter what angle I do it at, they still overcross. There needs to be a height difference or some other element. But there can't be one. So somehow the red laser has to connect to the red, and the blue laser has to connect to the blue, and I have to be able to... Wait a minute. Wait a fucking minute. Hold on a minute. I think I know what we need to do. I think. We can't change the lasers, but who says we need to have both of them? What if we were already inside? Ah, now it comes together. What we have to do is... Oh, that's fucking evil, I think. Well, what we have to do is we have to set up the connections. Right? Now, they can't be done at the same time, but... Ah, well, I noticed my mistake here a little bit. Ah, no, but I have the right idea. I have the right idea, but there's one piece I'm missing. And that's to actually have it set up in the first fucking place. Alright, no. It's okay, it's okay, it's okay, it's okay. We just need to set it up first. By having the, like, just read the connections. Plunk it inside. Okay. There. Right. So here's what we have to do. Right? Okay. Oh, no! This still won't work! I think. Ah, wait. Yes, it will. But... Ah! You're fucking kidding me. For fuck's sake. Okay. So, I'm sorry. What I have to do is, I have to set up two connections to the same thing at the same time. That goes there because I want to switch, because I need the other thing, right? So, now bear with me. That is now set up to there, and that stays on there. The idea of that is to set up the other laser. I almost have this. I just have to put the final thing together. Right? So the thing is now activating the laser. Okay. The thing I have to do is get the driller to set up now. So the idea is to set up a driller in the... Right, it just has to be set up inside. Okay, it's set. Now all I have to do is connect these two, right? So that would go here. So all we do is red laser inside. Blue laser... Fuck's sake. Blue laser inside. There. So instead of changing the position of the lasers, we change the position of the driller. And do them one at a time. Seesaw. Brilliant. That took some doing. That took some fucking doing. Gold puzzle, isn't it? Yeah, the gold one. The one I can't we do anything with for a while. Nice. Alright. Sorry, I'm just kind of looking around a bit. What do you do? Ooh, another golden statue.
We begin with the self, because that is what determines our existence as individuals. But the self cannot exist without that which surrounds it. The citizen lives within the city, and the city lives within the cosmos. So now we must apply the principle we have discovered to the wider world and ask, if man is like a machine, could it be that the universe is similar in nature? And if so, what follows from that fact?
Who knows? War machines, maybe. But people don't want to think about that kind of stuff because the idea of AI and machines being a little closer to us than we think terrifies a lot of people. As it probably should. But one day we may have to face up to that question a lot more. You know, we may have to face up to that question one day in our world. All right, wasp puzzle number 2. Whoop. Red is already set. Okay, so... Alright, I need 2 things here to access the thing. And I can't get this block through. But it is one of them. So now where's the driller going to this? Where the fuck does the driller go into this now? Okay, we can poke a hole through there to do what? Blow a fan? To do what? Oh! Well, that's interesting, isn't it? So it pushes... So, wow, I guess, well, we have a loop, but no way of getting it back. Like, there's no way of getting that back, is there, though? Or is there? No, we can't scale the wall. Can't go through the wall. And I may have to reset. Ah, maybe use the block to push it through. But how are we supposed to get the block? And then you can't actually get it through there because of the thing. Well, anyway, there's no way of getting it through. Oh, you were probably supposed to do that first? I think I have to reset this one. Yeah, I fucked up. I think I get the idea, though. Well, partly I get the idea. I think you're supposed to do that, then use the block to push it nearer to the wall. Now, the thing about that is then, I have no fucking clue how you're then supposed to actually then get it through it the fucking... No, I don't understand it. Right, so... The idea is to use the... Right, the first thing is... The cube comes through this way. Okay. Cube goes through there. Right. Don't need that anymore. That's done. Right. There. Okay. So... The idea is to push this through. Won't go any further than that. Then use the block and push that through. Yeah. Perfect. Now it could be grabbed, except for one small problem. There is no way of getting that out. Except to use the driller by itself. So the block does indeed push the thing through, but it's almost as if it has to push it through its own creation. And assumably if it does that, the block would actually probably punt it through the thing and allow it to be on the other side. Then maybe you would have... No, I don't get it. I think that's also not what you're supposed to do either. Yeah, there's something missing from all this. That's also not the correct solution. It seems to be part of it, but it's not. But I'm doing it in the wrong order or whatever it is. It's definitely not just a case of pump one thing, punch a second thing. I have to... All I have to do really is just get two things in here. Right? I think I'm partly onto it by doing this in the order. Like, obviously I do need to take the cube, put it through there to get out of that. So I have the 3 pieces. Now, what the fuck do I do to get 2 of the pieces through is my query. I mean, I could just put them through here, but I can't. Because I need 2 things just to get it in. Right? Or... Yeah, I need 2 things. Because the thing is, I need 1 thing to set up there. I mean... arguably it's right next. No, I can't do it for its own hole, though, is the thing. That's where the problem lies. I can get 2 things through, but at the cost of losing, like, one of the barriers or something. Unfortunately. So, it has to be something to do with this other side. It's the only... Yeah, it's like it's the method to use to get 2 of them through, but then... So... But by itself, it's not enough. The thing has to create the hole and also go through. If there was a way to get the hole through and then use it to shunt the other 2 items, then that would be great. But how the fuck do you get it to do that and then be allowed to shunt the items through? Because it also requires you to set up the thing at the first point of entry. Then you have to go back and set it up at the second point of entry. You can't do that. So, what the fuck do I do? What the fuck am I supposed to do with this one? Sure is very noisy. I don't know. I really don't know. I'm fucking... I don't know what to do. It's not like you can set the fucking drill to do different locations and plonk it through. There's nothing else. I mean, I can't put myself through the hole because it's not big enough for me. So the answer isn't to put myself through the hole. The answer, I mean, clearly we've shown it can put things through up close to it, but then. Is that just a giant fucking deception? There's no way of doing it. You need one thing to activate it, and then you need two things to go onto it. You could put them through, but the bottom line is they get stuck in the room. There is not a way of getting around that. You can't go in there and manipulate it. You can't go in there. All you could do is shunt them through, and once they're there, they're stuck forever. This is more manipulable, but it requires all the parts to be put together. You need that there, and you need this here. I mean, yeah, you could set the connector up with a different thing. It doesn't matter. You set up with a different thing. It still has the same problem. You still need to use it. I still need to have the drill to be both there and there. To use this machine, I have to have the drill set up on itself. And then also to set up on itself again. And once that's done, it's called loop, but I don't know how the fuck to get the loop going. I don't know what to do. Basically, I have to get two things for a driller hole without interfering with either one. There lies the cooker. Right, the driller. If the driller was on the other side, that would probably help. So let me break this down. I have to. Okay. I need two items on the other side of the fucking barrier. I can't get through the things unless I manipulate the barrier. Right? So, clearly, the cube is used to push something through this room. Right? The cube pushes something through the room. Once it is set, the thing cannot be the driller, the thing cannot be the cube. Therefore, it's the connector. The connector is the first thing that needs to go on here. The problem is the connector is also the only way to get in here. But if I use the driller, it gets stuck. If I use the cube, it can be recovered and retrieved, but then the other item needs to get through. I feel like I'm close to the breakthrough. Right, an item has to be punted through there, and an item has to go through here. But if the driller is on the other side, this doesn't need to happen. The driller needs to get in here. The driller needs to be in this room. How do I get it in the fucking room? The driller needs to be in this room to allow an item to go through there without needing to use the gate, and to retrieve the item that will be punted through there. Once that is done, actually no, it just needs to be retreated for one of them to cut out this thing. It doesn't even need to do any of that. Hello, Miles. How's it going? How have you been? I believe you've been playing this as well, according to the post I've sent on my Discord. How have you found this game? Without spoilers, please. obviously. I'm only in the second area. And I just need to solve one more lost puzzle, and then I go to the tower and do the bridge. I'm glad to hear that. Have you beat the game, or are you still working through the areas yourself? It's been pretty good so far. I found it to be really interesting. It's nicely expanded upon the story from the first game, and the puzzles are good. It's really fun. Alright, sorry, I'm getting distracted. I'm trying to use this brain power to figure out what the fuck to do. Right. Okay. The driller skips this step. If the driller is in here, but I can't transfer it through there because something has to be on it. So this has to... Okay. Okay. You cross at the end. Oh wow, you're much... Nice. I know Napstorm's also playing it. He got to area 12 last I checked. He might have finished it by now. I mean, this has been out for about nearly 2 weeks now. Okay. Maybe this is literally only used to get the cube through. Maybe, but no, that doesn't make sense, though. Right, I don't need anything else with the fan, but the thing is, okay. Let's just go through step by step. What do I need to get an item through there? I need the driller to go to... I need the driller to open a hole. Correct? Right. I need the driller to open the hole. If the driller is on the machine, it gets punted, but then I lose the driller. If the cube could be used first. Now, what if the cube just go... Okay, you know what we didn't try and haven't tried yet? What happens if we just tuck the cube through straight away? Like, screw all this other shit. What happens if I just pump the cube through? Will it go straight to the end? Aha! That's a fucking ticket. There we go. I don't need to pump the item through to pump the thing. I only have to use it to move the cube. The cube can now be retrieved if the driller can be in position. Now the driller needs to get through the fucking hole. Oh well, Vinci. Right. Now why do I have a feeling that this is where something weird gets involved? So the cube gets transferred back inside, which was already, it was already inside. I don't know why we even did that. No. The idea is to get the driller into the fucking room, and then once that's done, we just go grab the cube, done, right? That is the whole purpose of the thing. But we can't do that. We can't have the thing on there without it drilling through there at the same time. It doesn't make any bloody sense. It doesn't make any fucking goddamn sense. It feels like there's something missing in the working out. There's only 3 items in this fucking room. I can't punt it through there without using the thing. What am I fucking missing from all of this? There's no other items. Like, I have to use... The cube has to be used to do something else. But what? This is not right. I think it's part of it is to... I think that's how you get the cube back out once the driller's there. That's how you actually get the second item in the room. I think that's right. But how do you get the driller in the room in the first place? It feels like the order is right there, you know. You set up the cube so it's in there, but then you need to get the driller in. How? How do I get a second item in this fucking room? How the fuck do I do that? Wait a minute. No. That doesn't work because it's not high enough. I know what I was thinking now. I was thinking, can you put on top of the cube? No, because I can't get in that room without the connector. I need the connector to access the room. I need the thrower to activate the thing. What? So I can't have two items in there. The two I can have is the cube and the jammer. But it can't go through both. It doesn't sort of just change on a whim. It just kind of... the drill needs to be used for... No, it doesn't work. And the drill would be used here. That's why this wall is here. The driller has to get that out. But the driller also needs to be in the room at the same time. What am I missing? What am I fucking missing from this? What the hell am I supposed to do? Wait, what the fuck am I missing? I can't do anything without it being blocked. I can set that up there, sure, but what's the point? The drill goes through, so... Can't go through the hole. Oh my god, I have no fucking idea what you're supposed to do. I literally can't figure out what the hell I'm supposed to do. I mean, obviously it's so painful to think that the fucking cube is just right there. If only I could just do this. There, I'm done! I'll suffer. I'll risk my arm being cut off by a force field just to get the progress. There has to be a way of somehow getting everything into the correct position. Somehow. Some fucking how. But God knows what it is. Because I don't fucking know. As tempting as that is, I know there's going to be much worse puzzles that are going to be way more complicated. With far more steps. And that might be where I might need to use it. I know it might work, I'll probably never use one of them, but... No, I probably will. I'll probably use it just to see what it does. But I need to reserve them because they do not get handed out generously. Let's put it that way. I think they have to be found. Okay, so I can get the connector in here. Which changes fucking nothing. It has to be the driller. How the fuck do I get the fucking driller into the fucking room? How do I get the fucking driller into that fucking room? How? That's all I would need to do. Because I need both objects to get it through that way, so that way is out. This way is out, because I can get the things into the room prepared once, but I can't get both. How do I get the fucking 2 items in there? How? How? That is the fucking problem I cannot figure out for the love of God. Unless... Wait a minute. No, that doesn't fucking change anything! That changes fucking nothing! Oh, I could use that to pump the cube through. Yeah, you mean the one I already fucking have in the room. That's not what I want to achieve. What I need to achieve is the fucking driller in there, not the cube. I need these to swap places, but I can't do that without using the driller to get things through the hole. That's the whole problem. There is no... This way is a way of getting things through, but it requires the driller to do it. So maybe I can't get the driller in there. Maybe I'm thinking of the wrong item. Perhaps the thing I need to be focusing on is how do I get the connector into the other room? And the cube. I think that's what I have to accept as a conclusion from this. But I can't do that either. Well, I mean... Well... Wait, hold on. Hold on a second. Okay. Give me a fucking second. Oh my god, I think I did have it before. Right. Oh my god. And to think I fucking half had it before. All I had to do was figure out what... I was too fucking focused on getting the driller into the room, but I didn't realize what if the driller is the conduit to get 2 other things in the fucking room. Just one lap. Solve loop without doing multiple circles. Wait, what? Solve loop without doing multiple circles. Eh? Does that mean there's another way of doing this puzzle then? Yeah, it just says solve loop without doing multiple circles. Wow, that was a fucking hard one. I think this might have been the... Oh, yeah, I mean, all I had to literally do was stop prioritizing the driller and I'm good. Right? Yeah. Nice. Oh my gosh, that was a bit of a fucking brain stomper, let me tell you. Right, anyway, that's everything done. Apart from the gold one, which I can't unlock yet. Oh my god, that hurts my fucking brain. It hurt my brain, that one did, but I got it. Holy moly. I feel really satisfied for doing that one, I'll be honest with you. Holy shit. All I had to do was just focus on a different item. Just came together. God damn this game and its puzzles. Genius puzzles. Oh, there's the 4. So, yep. I shudder to imagine what kind of puzzles await beyond these gates. They will be the most monstrous, difficult, and most complicated puzzles of all. I have not found another flame in this area. That may not matter as such if I don't actually ever use them. Anyway. Now to go to the tower. Oh boy. Alright. This looks like a waste of a piece slot. Alright, let's see. Waste that one. Are you kidding me? It doesn't go like the way I want it to. Hey, Napsong. It's going okay. I'm really enjoying this. Yeah, baby! Let's go! I am cracked it first time. I do finish this game. I'm finding it really fun. Napside, it's fucking great. I just spent ages getting on loop. So I have a query for you, Napside. Since there's an achievement called Solve Loop Without Doing Multiple Circles, which is the lost puzzle in this area. I'm in area 2 at the moment. And I'm trying to get everything too. But I can't do the golden puzzles yet. I need to do all the lost ones to get there. Is there a way of doing that with doing multiple circles? Or is it just a generic achievement that basically says you solved the loop, congrats? I can't think about any other solution to it. But I assume there must be a... No, I did not get it first fucking try. I think I was in that room for about 20-30 minutes. I focused too much on getting the druid to the other side. But instead, once I figured out that I needed to get a different item through, eventually, after 20 or 30 minutes of faffing around, I got it. You know what? It's not going to be that easy, is it? It's going to be... You would think it would be, but it won't. Wow, that was quick. How do you like your tetraminal bridges? One loop. Wait, there's a way to do it in 0 loops? Wow. So that puzzle actually has multiple loops. 0 loop, and one loop solutions. Holy shit. Damn. Because I feel pretty clever for doing it without multiple loops, but hey ho. Took me ages to get to a point where I could do any of it. Still, really cool. But yeah, I'm really enjoying this. As you say, it's a wonderful expansion to the first game. I'll tell you how I did it in Zero, but it's kind of one of those would be a spoiler to show you thing. It's so good. Yeah, I'm not really bothered about it. I'm not going to go for all the achievements. I am going to solve these fucking gold puzzles, though. Whatever they do. Yeah, it looks... Any reason why my FOV is so low? My FOV? I'm just on the default. I had to set the cap off unlimited when I first booted this up, because otherwise it was really laggy. So... I don't know if... Oh. I didn't actually... It's at 75 now. You can set it to 110. Oh, I never actually bothered. Oh, this looks a bit weird now. I had no problems with it being on 70, honestly. Whoa, this feels a bit too weird. Alright, well, I guess we'll stick with 110, whatever. Since it still worked. It's a bit weird now, though. Yeah. But yeah, I mean... Let's try 90. Yeah, I'll leave it at 90. 90 is fine. It's a nice middle ground, gives you a bit more vision. Alright, anyway. But yeah, I'm really liking this. I mean, I love the first game. This game is just more of that, but with way more... With, like... The puzzles are still as clever as ever. The story is full of philosophy and interesting ideas and discussion and mystery and intrigue. I just love the fact that the golden puzzles are introduced as a like, if you think it gets a bit too formulaic with the lost puzzles and the main puzzles and the little thing that's like, you have these gold puzzles to come back to much later on. Ha ha ha. You get to go back and do the best puzzles, but you have to fucking wait for them, like, much later. I did not play the DLC. I do have the DLC. My memories of playing the DLC are, I played through the Talos Principle, struggled with the puzzles towards the end, and maybe got a bit burnt out on them. I beat the main game and loved the crap out of it. Then I played the DLC for an hour, found the puzzles too hard, and quit. That is my experience of the DLC. It will be somewhere in the archive. I tried the DLC, I think I solved one puzzle, then there was a second puzzle. It was designed to be like ridiculously hard puzzles, like super hard, super cryptic stuff. It wasn't meant to be like very friendly for first timers or anything. It was meant to literally be the master puzzles. I couldn't hack it, I got fed up and quit. I liked the story behind it, I just couldn't stick the puzzles. I'd had enough. I was done. But this game has referenced it a few times and now I feel kind of bad. I wish I'd gone back and maybe tried it a bit more, but this was years ago. I think I played the Talos Principle in like 2016 or 2017. A while back. Anyway. So, would it be the Sphinx again, or is it going to be Prometheus, the Greeks, or Pandora?
Halt, creature of clay. You have strayed from your garden and entered a domain that is beyond your ken. Turn back now, before you harm yourself and others.
Who are you? Wait, we were sort of invited here. Well, maybe we should ask who she is.
I am, like you, another lost child of Hephaestus in the kingdom of Artemis. But though I am lost, I know my purpose. To stand between you and the flame.
Are you like the Sphinx?
The Sphinx speaks in riddles and knows nothing but mysteries. She has questions, but no answers.
We were invited here.
Prometheus had no authority to summon you. He is rash and foolish and given to trickery. But his schemes lead only to ruin. Therefore heed my warning. The flame is not for you.
The flame is not for me. So, they say they're here to defend us from getting to the flame, but isn't this what Elohim did as well? Doesn't this feel very similar? Like, they're saying, oh, it's dangerous, please don't take the flame, but really they want us to get the flame? That's the whole purpose? I mean, if you didn't want us to have this flame, why the fuck did all of this get set up in the first place? And if it's modeling the simulation, then this is also part of it. These are meant to be like the thing saying, don't do this, turn back. You know, one of them is the trickster, inviting us to come in. One of them is telling us about riddles and shit. And one of them is just saying, fuck off, leave. So... I would say we need to more about these technologies for the future. That's my answer to the question.
You seek the flame of enlightenment. But remember that fire can also burn.
Well, yes, but that's the risk you take with new knowledge. Hence the nuclear bomb. Oh, that's the
How many of those bloody things are there?
I think that was Pandora, which matches the other one being Prometheus.
They seem to be locked in some kind of conflict.
Might be wise to avoid getting caught in the crossfire until we understand what these entities actually are.
No, I don't think so. I think they're all part of the same game. Myself. I beat the DLC for the first game, so it took you a long time to do it. Hey, Zero Master, how's it going? You just joined us at the time when the second laser has been activated. Good, good. The second laser has been fired. I spent ages on the last Wasp puzzle, but this area is licked clean for the time being. And there's the blue laser that will light up. So area 2 is, for now, done. I need to move on to area 3. Only took me 3 hours. Which is fine. I enjoyed my trek through the mountain and seeing the fort and the laser, I guess. So I'm sorry, Pandora, but I think you're part of the same sort of device designed to put us off. Maybe instead of this time being one voice, it's meant to be 3 voices to confuse us. So it's like, there's the trickster, there's this riddle master, and there's the straight out warner. Because all 3 of these entities are based on human constructs. Biological human constructs. Ultimately, the goal is for us to solve these puzzles and access these things, because otherwise, why the fuck would you set it up there like this? If you didn't want us to find it, you would just lock it behind a vault and never, ever, 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 ever allow us in. Without some welding equipment. You wouldn't just set up an entire fucking puzzle thing and then say, no, turn back, don't do the puzzles. Yeah, I kind of get what you mean, Nebs. I kind of feel that way about a few games. You know, like I kind of wish. Only a few though. Like I kind of wish there's a few experiences you could relive, but hey-oh. Hey, Byron. Yes, you were working with binoculars. Hi.
Hey there, 1K.
What do you make of this Miranda?
Going on what little we have, honestly, she reminds me of myself when I'd just been born. I came out from the dam at night, and the sky was full of stars. I felt a reverence then, an almost ecstatic connection to the sublime. The universe seemed like a miracle, and to exist within it was the greatest possible honor. That view was tempered in time, but I've always tried to hold on to as much of it as I could.
What do you make of Pandora?
It's clear that there's some kind of antagonistic force in this place, something that doesn't want us to discover the purpose of the megastructure. Perhaps that's part of the testing. Or perhaps it's what's responsible for this state of decay.
What is the symbolic value of these entities we're encountering?
That's a good question. Prometheus is often taken to represent freedom and progress, the ideals of the radical Enlightenment. Pandora, on the other hand, usually represents the dangers of those very ideals, so they're counterparts, in a way. And the Sphinx is a mystery. Does that mean that these entities correspond to these concepts? Perhaps. They certainly seem to act like it. But Athena isn't the goddess of Athens, and I'm not Robert Byron, although those are the origins of our names. Where does myth end and history begin? We'll have to find out.
That's all. Thanks, Brian. Where does myth end and history begin? Okay, so one more and I'll have access to probably another 3 areas. So I pretty much figured out what's going to happen at this point. I didn't figure it out last time. So that's why it's only 3. It's going to be free to access the transport system to get to the next 3. And so on, and so on, and then you can go inside. And then maybe the golden puzzles are involved with something. I still don't know what the stars do, though. Stars do something as well, I guess. Can we actually travel to the megastructure? I want to check something, actually. I want to go back to the megastructure for a moment. I want to check something. Just a little something. There was that temple, right? I want to check 2 things, actually, if I may. While we're back here, I'm sure. It's only a very brief diversion. I want to check the temple and the golden door. So yeah, there's the megastructure, the thing. Whoa. looks slightly wider with 90 FOV instead of 70. But it still looks ginormous. Yeah. So that's going to be a transport hub that will assumably open up and allow us access inside, or maybe access is part of it. And then there'll be another 3 over there, another 3 over there, in the snowy area, another 3 at the other side, and then eventually you'll be able to go inside the pyramid and discover whatever it is that is there. I mean, there's no particular objectives here, but 2 things I want to check. 1, the temple. Can the stars be used in the temple, perhaps? To do something. Because I haven't encountered another building like this. Yet, so maybe... Oh! Ah! Release stars. Interesting. Okay. So this is what the stars are used for. To activate this thing. How many of those? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. Oh, what do you know? There's 24 of them. What a shock. So, the stars are used to activate this, which requires me to go to all 12 areas. Wow, how bloody convenient. 24 stars, 24 dots on the temple wall. Lovely. That was built at the last... That was actually summoned at the last minute by that purple thing. I wonder if maybe originally the laser would have missed its target. I mean, those bloody things are like... They're the same sort of lasery thing. Oh wait, there's another one there. Was that there before? No, I don't think so. Okay. So this one hasn't... Oh. Oh. Right. The 12 dots on this wall indicate the 12 golden puzzles. So the 24 stars are going to activate the temple, which does whatever. And the 12 golden puzzles are going to activate whatever the bloody hell this is. Which I'm going to guess is going to be the final thing you have to do to get inside and finish the game. Makes sense considering you have to go to all 12 areas to get... So you have to solve the lost puzzles to activate the golden puzzles, to activate the final golden gate, to do whatever it is that they do. Right. At least I now know what the stars are for. One less mystery to be solved. So that's the structure. Complete the main puzzles to access the towers and activate the lasers to go in there. Lost puzzles are used cumulatively to access the golden puzzles. The golden puzzles are used cumulatively to access this. The stars are used to access the temple. Completion. Completing the temple and the golden keys will do whatever. Right. So, off to the eastern wetlands, a region of low hills interspersed with small bodies overshadowed by a gargantuan star-like construct. Let's ride.
1K brought up an interesting question earlier. Where did all the tech in the labs come from? So, I had a look at the serial numbers. And it turns out the answer is... New Alexandria.
Oh. Wow, I guess that makes sense. After the explosion, the colony was abandoned. Nobody ever went back for all that stuff.
We had enough to deal with. So many dead.
So that's one question answered. But how did they go from scavenged Alexandria tech to all this?
How did we go from nothing to where we are now? Through the application of reason and the right tools.
Okay, so that explains where the tech came from. Someone salvaged the Alexandria stuff. Oh my. It looks like actually looks like the mine we saw in the... That actually looks like the mine that we saw in the Lost Lab, though. The one that does the laser things to the puzzle. Holy shit. That is quite a view to witness.
Look at the size of that structure.
How does the material support so much weight? Is it the same stuff as the other buildings?
Yeah. I know it looks like some type of concrete, but the molecular structure is completely different. Whatever it is, it's a lot stronger and less brittle.
Are the labs made out of the same material?
No, that's just ordinary concrete. Although it does have some molecular weirdness going on too. Too little variation in the grain.
Damn. Wow, this looks really nice. Holy shit. Ah. The bridge leads to it, so that's where the next laser beam will be activated, at the top of the thing that looks like a giant mine. Wait, hang on. Hold up a minute. So. Oh, okay. I was gonna say, like, what the fuck? I can get around, but actually, no, I can't. Well, I kinda can, actually. But, yeah. So it looks like the bridge is gonna get a bit more complex now. You have to go around different things.
I've been meaning to talk to you. This vision you had, the data stream overload. How did it feel?
It was unpleasant at first, then beautiful. That's kind of how I was, I guess. It was like it wasn't frightening. It didn't feel threatening. I can't just put it as just data. It was, well, it was weird. I can't explain it, I think, would be the best way.
Just don't take this too lightly, okay? We're sturdier than our ancestors, but a mind is still a fragile thing.
I want to ask you about something else.
Go ahead.
What do you make of Pandora?
It's pretty clear to me that she doesn't want us to proceed with what we're doing. I find that deeply concerning. That said, there are clearly other forces at play here as well, so I'm trying my best to remain open to a more positive interpretation.
One of those beings called us here, after all. It could be a test.
It could be. Or we've just stumbled into something that's none of our business. We'll find out, I guess.
That's all. Yeah, I'm sorry. We were summoned here on purpose. Otherwise, why would Prometheus have appeared in the middle of our celebration day? I mean, as far as I can tell, if this is now all from New Alexandria, which is the previous experiment that blew up, then someone salvaged that and decided to basically create a real-world use of the same simulation for the purpose of testing us to do something. I really don't understand why. They're just sticking through the fucking structure. Okay, that's a bit weird looking. Also, there's like weeds growing in it. A bit odd. So as far as I can tell, the person who designed this is a robot. It's not a human thing. It's nothing to do with humans, biological humans. It's to do with these humans, the robotic humans. Yeah, I thought it looked like blood for a second too. I thought like, oh, someone bleeded, but like, no, I don't think this game is about. The first game didn't have any blood either. Fair. So, hey, Burzel. I wanted to ask something. It's supposed to be in both games. Would you recommend this game or the first one for someone who's never heard of this game? Yeah, I would probably say, even though I've never finished this, if you are interested in these games, play the first one. And maybe stop watching the stream if you want. Right, I'm not going to spoil much. I mean, I've probably already told you the ending of the first one several times, but I'm going off the noise of people who have played it. Sorry. It's still worth playing, though. It's a great experience, even if you do know what's coming. The way it's handled is fascinatingly done. The puzzles are fun to do, if nothing else. You can just enjoy the puzzles. Still the philosophy if you like. But best experience, not knowing what's to come, I guess, as with most games. Yeah, I would say, you know, you're going to get different puzzles to solve. I mean, this game is expanding upon the concepts of the first one and doing different puzzle interaction things, but you still got lasers, you still got connectors, you still got things to solve and rooms. So as far as I can tell, basically this is someone's attempt to recreate the simulation. You know, the same goals, achieve X things to access X stuff. But the intriguing thing is why somebody wants to teach us something now. It's like we need to go through all of this. This is our way of learning stuff. For the process of learning a new lesson. But apparently not a lesson that could be learned by communicating it with, you know, talking about it or having a discussion on it or whatever. It's something instead that is purely done has to be done via the same method that we came into the world, and that is to recreate a puzzle simulation in the real world that has, and spend a lot of time setting this up, and then invite them to come over at a certain point when it's all ready and established. Hello, Pineapple, thanks for the raid. So this is all really fascinating. It's definitely, we've now confirmed it's pretty much a robot solvent. Sorry, they call themselves humans, so we can't call them robots. They are humans, new humans, robotic humans, whatever. So this is all being done to teach a lesson. What that lesson is, I don't know. Maybe it's a lesson that, yes, you can expand and build new shit. Or maybe it's a lesson of a reminder of the lessons, the code that's already in place, or maybe it's not. But whoever set this all up knew about New Alexandria, got the tech from New Alexandria. So I believe this is probably all done by Athena, the founder. The founder's behind all of this. The founder wants to set all this up for some reason or other. And we were meant to find this, because otherwise, why the fuck would you build puzzles? Because if not us, then who was it designed for? Somebody else? It's all fascinating. Unfortunately, Pineapple, I do appreciate the raid, but I am going to be ending the stream here because I've been playing for nearly 3.5 hours, and it took me that long to get through some of the puzzles in the previous server. I have gone through area 2. Except for the golden puzzle, which I cannot solve for the time being. This area has exactly the same thing. 8 main, 2 lost, 1 goal, 1 and 2. I imagine every area has the same. Maybe there'll be some slight differences. Maybe some areas will have 3 lost puzzles and others 1. I don't think so, but I think it's 24 lost puzzles total. 12 gold, whatever. But yeah, this has been fun. And there will be a new thing involving these type of things on a much smaller scale for the puzzles. But yeah, it's been fun. Game is photo mode. Nice. Yeah, so game is still really good. You know, really interesting story developing. And the puzzles are really, as always, fun to figure out. So I'll be playing more of this tomorrow, going through the area 3 with the mine to see what happens when the 3rd tower is activated. And yeah, more puzzles and philosophy. Hope you're enjoying it, and I'll see you tomorrow for more. Thanks for tuning in. Is there anyone we can raid? Oh wow, we got 20 people. Holy shit. I think we should raid someone. Let's raid STX File. He's playing Doom. It's a bit different. But screw it. He's playing Doom. It's the almost the polar opposite. It's fast paced and it's got bang bang shooty shooty, but it's Doom. What's not to like? So yeah, I will see you all tomorrow for more Talos Principle. Have a good night, everyone.